Okay, we'll go live. Okay, we're here with Coach Hoiberg. I'll open the floor for questions. I'll start with Chris Bassnett.
Fred, what did you, see from your bench tonight? What did you like from your bench tonight? It seemed like they're maybe as active as they've been, all year for you guys.
Yeah, the bench was phenomenal, Chris. I was really pleased with how they came off and got us back into the game after a disappointing start, and had to call that timeout pretty quickly tonight, which I haven't had to do much this year. We've actually gotten off to good starts and played for the most part very well in first halves. And tonight that was the exception, but our bench came in there and got us right back into the game, subbed the starters back in, and it kind of went sideways again for us. And then we got the bench back in, and they got us right back in the game and kept us within striking distance, a one-possession game at halftime. So I just felt they deserved to start in the second half. I was going to play the guys that I felt gave us the best chance to be competitive and win the game, and that's exactly what they did. They came out and kept that same great movement that they had in the first half, and had us up 3 with 13 minutes left, and I think down 3 with just over 10 to go. And they played great basketball. They played together. That's the thing that I liked about that group on both ends of the floor. They were covering for each other. Our double teams, our rotations were a lot more crisp with that group, and that's why they got the minutes. And you can just look at the plus minus of our team tonight, and it'll show you that was the group that deserved to be on the floor.
Sam McCalebb.
There was a 4-point possession midway through the second half. Your starters, the guys that you normally start, were on the floor for most of that. How pivotal was that turning point? They had 2 baskets, 2 fouls, and 2 offensive rebounds.
Yeah, it's huge, those momentum plays like that, Sam. And, it's just when you have such a thin margin, of error, and those kind of things happen, it gets the ball rolling in the wrong direction. And then they got confident, I thought. But we kept battling. I thought we actually got some really good looks. ATO, we ran a couple, got wide open threes out of it. We just didn't knock them down. I mean, that's Kobe and Ladd, 2 of our better shooters that had great looks from the 3-point line. Unfortunately, they just didn't go down. And then Purdue was making everything in that stretch, and that's when they opened it up. And, obviously our free throws just continue to haunt us, going 5 for 14 from the free throw line. We're just leaving way too many free points out there, and unfortunately just didn't knock down the shots, which actually I think were a little bit better than some that we got earlier in the game that we were knocking down. But we'll get back to work and keep fighting, keep battling. The good thing is we'll get our guys a good day of rest tomorrow, get them back in the gym. We're going to have some things obviously to work on to correct heading into the Penn State game. We have not had a true practice. I can't even remember the last time we had a good practice. So, hopefully Monday, heading into that Penn State game, and that's going to be the last one that we'll be able to have most likely for a while when you look at what the tentative schedule that's been put in front of us. So, we got to take advantage of that day. It's going to be an important one to clean some things up.
Robin Washut.
I guess on the bright side, you were able to contain Williams pretty well, 9 points, 3 rebounds. But conversely, Stefanovic went off there in the second half. Was that kind of a pick your poison situation where you just kind of hoped that they would continue to miss those 3-pointers, and then finally they got hot?
Well, you look at the numbers and you play the percentages a lot of times, and he was coming off one of the better performances I've seen from anybody in the league with 28 points against Michigan State, and scored it in so many different ways. And I thought early, like I said, especially when the bench group got in there, they made some really good rotations on our double teams. And as the half went on, I thought what got Stefanovic going was the free throws. When he got the 2 free throws, that's generally what can get a shooter going when you're having struggles like he has been. And you just look at it, they've been making 5 threes a game. And sometimes you base your game plan based on what a team's recent trend has been. And you look at Ivy, who had two out of 3 to start the game. I think he shot 19% in his last 5 and 21% overall. So we're going to live with a late contest on his shot, but give the kid credit. He stepped up and knocked him down. And then Stefanovic, I did think it was a matter of time. He was a guy that we were going to chase, not gap, but we lost him unfortunately a few times on rotations. And I think a big part of that was just lack of communication as we wore down.
Connor Hepper.
Coach, you talked about your bench, but specifically Thor, how much energy did he give you guys tonight, and kind of where did it come from?
Yeah, Thor was terrific. I was really pleased. He wasn't hesitating. He missed his first one and then stepped right up and had no hesitation on the next one that he knocked down, and then hit a step back, which was awesome to see. And he works, guys. He's a guy that's in the gym a lot, and I had a good meeting with him yesterday and just told him to keep his confidence and keep looking for opportunities. It was great to see him being aggressive out there, but you just see the movement when Thor's on the floor, and that whole group was moving. Kobe, I thought Trey was really good tonight. I thought Trey had a good game. Ivan gave us great minutes out there, and Shamil. So that was the group that I felt deserved, especially starting that second half. And again, I think they were +6 in the second half with in the first 7 or 8 minutes of that of the half. So just again, I still believe in those other guys, no doubt about it. They've given us good quality minutes over the course of the season. It's just another product of being there, being right there, and then unfortunately not being able to finish in those last 10 minutes. Hopefully, we'll correct some things and be able to finish these games. But I didn't think it was a lack of effort. I didn't think it was because we didn't have good shots. I thought we got some great looks. Unfortunately, they just weren't going through the hoop.
Sam McCalebb?
Why do you think your starters maybe struggled tonight? They combined for 21 points. Why do you think they struggled?
Yeah, it's a good question, Sam. They have been getting us off to good starts for the most part when you look at our numbers all season long. And, this was, out of the ordinary for that group to fall behind almost double digits in the first 5 minutes. Some of it probably is fatigue, but, I'm not going to let them off the hook with that. You got to find a way to muster up the energy, especially after 2 days, to recharge, to get back after the crazy stretch that we just finished. We'll get 2 more days now to head into Penn State. And like I said, that's probably going to be it as far as having multiple days before the next game. So we're going to have to find a way to try to keep them fresh, get them back in there. But, I just didn't think they had the same juice as those bench guys tonight, and that's why they played the majority of the minutes.
Okay, on Coach Hoiberg's press conference. We'll come back with 4 here momentarily.
Thank you.